Hello everyone, it is me, Mary, but you can call me Hawk if you'd like to based off my username. A little while ago, I got a comment here on YouTube requesting for me to do a love spell for somebody to attract their partner. A partner, I should say. And while I won't do magic of a love variety that violates another person's free will because I don't want to, say, bring about a stalker type situation where the person whom you attracted to be obsessed with you is still obsessed with you after the breakup. I won't do it for safety reasons like that. However, I will give you information on how to do love magic, or I draw in your ideal romantic partner without violating the free will of another person. In fact, this type of ritual worked for me. And I'm going to be giving you ideas, tools, ingredients, that type of thing that you can utilize in your workings, how you feel is intuitively fit for you. So this is going to be not directed at any specific person. This may take time and have unexpected results in the sense of, my boyfriend and I, we started off as friends and we met on OkCupid, we were chatting on Snapchat for a few months as friends, and eventually we got together, but it wasn't immediate. These are just ideas on how to do the type of working that draws in your ideal romantic partner, as your intuition guides you to do. Also, quick disclaimer, if you hear a bunch of noise in the background, I do live with my parents because, renting is not cheap, and I also live below people, I have upstairs neighbors, and they have 2 toddlers, and nobody can control toddlers and the amount of noise they make. So if you hear a bunch of jumping and screaming and running or pounding above me in the background, that is nothing I can control, unfortunately. So, disclaimers aside, what do I advise you to do? First out, get some pen and paper, get your notes app on your phone out, whatever you use to take notes, get that out because you're going to want to take notes for this. First off, narrow down what you're after in a relationship and what kind of love you are looking for, and how strong you want this relationship to be. And also, like I said earlier, the ideal partner for you may initially show up as a friend or a new acquaintance. Things will take time, so be patient. All good things take time, including healthy relationships. So please remember that when it comes to this type of working, you're not necessarily going to instantly find someone who is infatuated with you. You might, but you might not. So please be aware that, things take time to develop, and this will not necessarily be instantaneous. My boyfriend and I, well, yes, he is well aware that I manifested him. He jokes around about that to some of his friends, He's well aware that, I did a love spell, and he's just so happened to be the person that got drawn into my life as a result. It took a few months before we actually got together, I told him about that. So be aware, good things take time, and good things take time. Also, while I can't say what will work for you and your working specifically, as it pertains to your intentions, I will absolutely share crystals, herbs, colors of candles, oils, etc. That'll be wonderful for a working to draw in your ideal partner. So please, again, get a pen and paper and take notes. So now that you've narrowed down the type of love you're looking for in a relationship, that you've clarified your intentions, the first things first, petitions. Petitions, I recommend you write them, in this case, with some sort of ink that's either a pinkish purple, a red violet, a pink, or a red. Think Valentine's Day colors, romantic colors. Yeah, you're going to want to use those colors in the ink that you write with on your petition, or if you do a sigil or something like that. Petitions can help clarify your intentions to the universe and any beings assisting you with your working. So if you petition Aphrodite, the petition will help clarify your intentions to her. I recommend using some sort of plain paper or paper plate, maybe even a Valentine's Day card that you make or that you bought from the store, or maybe a paper plate cut out into the shape of heart, and you put it underneath your candle holder in your working. That is what I advise. Or your candle, depending on how bold you want to be. Just be aware of fire safety and things like that. So petitions, those are some ideas for those. And the second tip is, what type of spell are you looking to do for this? To attract my boyfriend, or more specifically, I should say, my most ideal life partner, should they exist, as far as my intent was, I used a candle, a little chime candle that was pink, And I also used a spell bottle, like one of those cork top bottles. Yes, I did a bottle spell, because bottle spells are good for things that you're wanting to contain or call into your life long term, such as a romantic partner. Likewise, if you feel like things are getting a little snagging, you can shake up that jar, boom, shaking up things in your relationship in a good way. And also, you have the element of fire in this working that will very much aid in making things very passionate and fiery in a good way in your relationship, hopefully. Third, candle colors for this working can vary. My most ideal candle colors for this type of working, my most ideal would be white, because it's all-purpose and very versatile, very good for healthy relationships. Pink is a good one for affection, new love, romance, marriage, and fidelity. So if you want something that's long-term, go for pink. I went for pink. Red is also wonderful for passionate love, attraction, sensuality, and overcoming obstacles, as well as, being in love. Just think Valentine's Day colors when it comes to the types of colors of things you might want to include in a working. The fourth thing in this very long list will be crystals for love and relationships. Whether you put some small crystal chips in a bottle or around your working to charge and boost your intentions, there are going to be 5 crystals that I recommend in this case, though there are others that could also work, that are great for calling in love and a healthy romantic relationship. So the first crystal is going to be clear quartz. This amplifies any intention and calls in healthy relationships. Think of it as the master healer. It's the master healer in some regards, like say metaphysically, or if you're using it to heal emotionally. If it can help with that, can help facilitate healthy relationships as well and amplify your intentions of calling in those relationships. The second crystal is rose quartz. This is good for universal love, compassion, and joyous relationships. The third crystal is going to be rhodonite. This is some pink Peruvian rhodonite, I think. Rhodonite's good for unconditional love, self-esteem, healthy relationships, and healing from past relationships. Because, let's be honest, a lot of us need to do that before we get into a romantic relationship. The fourth crystal is flower agate, which is good for blossoming or budding romance, because think flower. Also is good for love, releasing self-doubt, calling in passion, and joy. And the last crystal I'm going to recommend is kunzite. This is a bit more rare compared to the others to find. It is expensive, but it's good for love, compassion, self-esteem, and opens the heart to loving again. So if you or the person that you happen to synchronistically be calling in happen to be healing from a relationship or just gotten out of one, maybe this could help open their heart up to loving again. Again, don't violate the free will of another person, but you never know who the person you're going to call in is going to be or where they're at in life at that particular time. The fifth thing is going to be oils and other ingredients, 7 in this case for love and relationships. The first is pink Himalayan salt. It calls in love and also helps protect you in your relationship and keep it healthy. Second is rose fragrance or essential oil. Is good for love, psychic protection, honesty, in relationships, and also passion. It also calls in relationships. Third, if you have any pre-made, or that whether you made it yourself or you bought it from a store, love or romance oils, those are good for boosting your intentions. Another thing is rose incense. Rose incense is good for sending the intention of love and attracting romance to your guides, deities, etc., the universe, if you will. The fifth is patchouli herb, incense, or oil. Patchouli is good for fertility, romance, partnerships, and attraction. The sixth is jasmine, oil, or incense. Is good for confidence, love, having a sexy partner if you so choose to have that, and also gaining insight and clarity and when it comes to your relationships and what you want. The seventh is vanilla. Vanilla oil in this case, or just the part of the bean if you so choose, if it's dry. It's good for love, energy, relationships, passion, and sensuality. And remember, when it comes to making bulk herbal preparations, if you so choose to do that, if you want to do this working multiple times, have a jar or some sort of bag or bottle or something to store any excess herb in or herbal mix in, essentially, so it doesn't go to waste, so you can use it next time should you need to do this working again. And yes, I'm reading off the script. Sixth, this is going to be 12 herbs for enhancing your intentions of calling in your ideal romantic partner. The first herb on this list is rose. Again, good for love, romance, beauty, honesty, high vibration, and protection. Second is cinnamon, good for speeding up the rate at which this relationship comes into your life. And it also helps to add some passion in your relationship. So if you want your relationship to have a little spice in a good way, cinnamon's good for that. The third is a little unconventional for these types of workings, I feel like, but nutmeg. This is good for energy boosts, raising vibrations, and luck. If you want to have good luck finding your partner, want it to be very healthy and, very happy, joyous time when you find your partner. Nutmeg's good for that. The fourth is rosemary. It's good for longevity, love, and a healthy relationship, and also protection within the relationship, also protecting the relationship. The fifth herb is raspberry leaf. It's good for love, self-trust, trust in your relationship, and protection, because all good, healthy relationships are built upon trust and communication, and raspberry is really good for that. The sixth herb is hibiscus, which is good for love, sensuality, passion, lust, and marriage, if you so choose. Very good for that. The seventh herb is damiana. It's good for love, lust, passion, romance, and attraction. Eighth is jasmine, good for love, femininity, peace, healthiness, and sensuality. Ninth is patchouli, good for love, lust, romance, partnership, and attraction. 10 is clover, red clover to be exact. You can forage this, by the way, most likely. This red clover is good for love, fidelity, so the person staying loyal to you in your relationship, success, and protection. 11 is vanilla, which is good for love, lust, sweetening the love, relationships, and sensuality. And 12th is catnip, which is good for love, beauty, happiness, sensuality, and peace. The seventh point is going to be miscellaneous tools that might help aid you in your working when it comes to calling in your ideal romantic partner that were not covered fully in the previous parts. So here's what they are. So first off, Valentine's card. If you wish to put your petition on that, that'd be great. Second is hearts, heart-shaped dishes where you burn your candle in. That might be good. Like a little heart-shaped crystal dish that you don't care too much about getting wax in will be very perfect for this relationship. Maybe heart-shaped crystals to place around the working space to boost the relationship that you wish to call in, the type of relationship you wish to call in. That would be good. Maybe heart-shaped petition paper. Hearts are good. Love hearts, to be exact, are really good for this. Flame is good for passion, so think using a candle. That'll be good for calling in passion. Another one is bottles. So if you wish to do a little bottle spell, that would be good for calling this relationship in long-term or long-term containment of said relationship, so long as that relationship is healthy. Another thing that would be useful is a little small mini funnel. This is good for putting in things like oils inside of the spell bottle. Another thing is going to be a small spoon, like one of those, let me see if I can find one right here at my altar that's right next to me, but it's one of these small spoons like this, like a tiny little spoon like this, would be very useful for scooping up the herbs that you mix together to put it into the bottle. Another thing that is good is a mortar and pestle to crush up the herbs, mix them together. Also, do it clockwise if you wish to do that, because when you kind of grind it clockwise, it helps to call things in towards you. Likewise, folding your petition paper towards you and like rotating it rotating it like this, so like this, like that, to the right, I think is what it would be. That would be very useful actually for your petition papers. So that's side tangent, but still, mortar and pestle, also fold things towards you and grind clockwise, and like kind of shift the paper as you're folding it, the intention paper, clockwise as well. Likewise, having a tool, whether it is a clay scoring tool, toothpick, etc., for inscribing your intention onto your candle is incredibly useful. Likewise, like I covered earlier, with the ink for your petition paper, write it out in like romantic colors such as pink, red, or like a red violet. And also another thing that would help is to put a piece of mirror, like a mirror, underneath your candle as you're doing the working underneath it. Like, so how do I describe this? So between the candle holder and the petition is going to be the mirror to amplify your intentions. Or you could put the intention paper or petition paper underneath the mirror as well. That would also work. Anyways, I hope this video was useful for those who watch this. I know it was very long and rambly, but I hope you have some luck in finding your ideal partner. Hopefully this helped you. Let me know if this helped you draw in your ideal partner. I think that'll be all for today. This is Hawk or Mary signing out. You guys have a wonderful, magical time. Stay magical, stay strong. You got this. Have a wonderful day.